Sal Mineo was Hollywood's golden boy, a rebel-without-a-cause star with talent, charm, and fame. But one February night in Los Angeles, his story ended not in front of cameras, but on a dark street. Murdered at just 37, his death shocked Hollywood and left haunting questions. From Oscar nominations to international stardom, Sal Mineo seemed destined for greatness. But on February 10, 1976, he was stabbed outside his West Hollywood apartment. Once praised for his roles, he became another tragic headline. His story is one of stardom, struggles, and a senseless murder that ended it all. Born in the Bronx in 1939, Salvatore Mineo Jr. was drawn to the stage from childhood. After Broadway, Hollywood came calling. His breakout role as Plato in Rebel Without a Cause, 1955, earned him an Academy Award nomination, and he followed it with Exodus, 1960, winning another. With his intensity and vulnerability, Mineo stood out among his peers. Critics praised his range, fans adored him, and by 21, he was one of the most recognizable young actors in America. Hollywood seemed ready to crown him as the next big star, a promise tragically cut short 2 decades later. As Hollywood evolved, Mineo faced typecasting. Studios often offered him roles of troubled outsiders, limiting his growth. In the 1960s and 70s, film work slowed, and he turned to theater and television to rebuild his career. Off-screen, Sal was among the few actors quietly open about his bisexuality, a bold stance in an intolerant era. Though it cost him opportunities, he refused to hide who he was. By the mid-70s, Mineo seemed on the verge of revival, rehearsing for plays and directing projects. After years of setbacks, a comeback appeared within reach, until one night ended everything. On February 10, 1976, Mineo returned home from rehearsals in Los Angeles. As he parked near his apartment, a man approached and stabbed him once in the heart. He collapsed only feet from safety. Neighbors rushed out, but he died before help arrived. At just 37, the gifted actor's life ended in a senseless act of violence. Rumors swirled immediately. Was it linked to his sexuality, his fame, or a secret scandal? The media speculated wildly, feeding mystery. In reality, it was far more ordinary. A brutal street crime that stole Hollywood of one of its brightest lights. Sal Mineo's murder left fans with endless questions. Was his death a random crime? Or was there more to the story? Share your thoughts below. And if you want more haunting stories of vintage Hollywood's brightest stars and darkest tragedies, subscribe to Charlie Vintage and never miss a tale. At first, police explored every possibility, from jealousy to revenge. But in 1977, the truth surfaced. Lionel Ray Williams, a pizza delivery driver with a record of robberies, was arrested. In 1979, he was convicted of Mineo's murder. Authorities insisted it was a robbery gone wrong, not a targeted attack. Yet, questions lingered. Fans wondered if Hollywood's culture and Mineo's openness about sexuality had made him a target. While the conviction brought legal closure, emotional closure never came. For many, it was difficult to accept that such a talented actor's life could end in such an ordinary crime. Though his life ended violently, Sal Mineo's impact endures. His role in Rebel Without a Cause remains one of Hollywood's most iconic performances, capturing the loneliness of misunderstood youth. In Exodus, he broke barriers, portraying complex roles with depth and honesty. Off-screen, his courage in acknowledging his sexuality made him a quiet trailblazer, remembered for authenticity in an era of secrecy. Fans and historians honor him as an artist ahead of his time, whose career was tragically shortened but never forgotten. His story is not only about how he died, but also about the brilliance he left behind. Sal Mineo's life was a mix of promise, struggle, and brilliance. Twice an Oscar nominee, he was poised for revival when fate struck. His death was senseless, but his work remains timeless. Mineo will forever be remembered not for how he died, but for the light he brought to Hollywood. Sal Mineo's murder shocked Hollywood, but his legacy lives on through his unforgettable performances. If this story moved you, like this video, share it, and subscribe to Charlie Vintage for more haunting Hollywood tales.